chosen ones, empaths, and all the genuine souls out there. Do you know why you struggle with love? It's because you're authentic. It's because you're real. Okay? And these creatures, to be in your life, they put on one hell of a performance. Okay? They put on a real performance to be in your life. And now you've gone through the whole process of realizing that what someone says they are isn't what they are. Okay? You've come to terms with that. So the next time you go about this stuff, you're going to be thinking that a lot of people are phony and fake. And the fact of the matter is, many people in this world are phony and fake. And when you are truthful, transparent, authentic, you have the building blocks for a real sustainable, healthy relationship. You have all of the tools, you have all of the tools for that. The problem that you're facing is you're not finding someone that also is equipped with that. A lot of these people that you encounter, narcissists, toxic individuals, they feel insecure about your truth. Your truth hurts them. Your transparency is too honest for them. Your openness and honest, like you being honest, is too much for them to take. They get narcissistic injuries. They get affected by this. They can't handle your authenticity. So this is why you struggle with love. Okay? There's nothing wrong with you. This is something that you need to know. There's nothing wrong with you. There's something wrong with these other people you're encountering. Now, I'm not saying you're perfect as a chosen one, empath, or genuine soul. No one's perfect. You're a work in progress, but you admit that. You admit your faults. You admit your shortcomings. They don't admit their faults. They don't admit their shortcomings. They don't admit when they're wrong. So you can't have, a synchronized relationship with someone like this. So your struggle for love is based on the other people. Okay? So what I suggest you do is, say you meet someone new, just fall back a bit. Don't open up too much. Just study the person. See what they're about. Don't get too involved with them so they can hurt your feelings if you need to cut them off. Okay? Just fall back a bit. Because they'll pick up on indications that you're authentic and stuff like that anyway. They'll pick up on that throughout the time, but just fall back a bit and don't open up so much about yourself. Don't open up about the past. This abuse that you've gone through with the narcissist involved in your life, that's something that you've gone through. Don't put it on another person, okay? Because a lot of the times you're going to run into a narcissist that's trying to deceive you, and they're going to use that against you. So there is a struggle for love with chosen ones, empaths, and genuine souls. And it's because sustainable, healthy relationships are non-existent now. All right? Look, some people out there settle for these relationships. That's what's happening. Please press the like and the subscribe button. Help your brother out. It'll take 2 seconds of your time. Thank you. But look, some people out there are settling for these relationships. And that's what you see around you. A lot of these relationships are very toxic that you see around you. And that's not something that you want to be part of. Alright? You can settle for something. You're going to be miserable. You're going to be unhappy. You're not going to be content. Okay? If it's just because it's filling that void of loneliness that you're going to settle with someone that's incompatible with you, someone that doesn't deserve to be around you, it's not going to do you any favors. All right? So there is a struggle for love that you find, but it doesn't rule it out. Okay? what I think happens is, by you running into these toxic individuals, you learn more and more, and you now have the ability to know what is bad and what is wrong, and who is a deviant and who is not. And you can give more of your time to people who don't seem to be deviants, and just hold back a bit before you open up too much to them. Let them do the opening up. Try to figure them out. Because what you carry, your truths, your transparency, like, some people don't deserve you to be that way. They don't deserve you to be this open, honest, truthful, authentic being. Okay? I'm not telling you to not be authentic. Carry on doing what you're doing, but just with new people that you're encountering, don't offer your whole hand to them. That's what I'm trying to get at. Don't offer your whole hand to them. It's like, because then you get too involved with these people. Then it becomes harder to separate and things like that. And I don't want any of you going through this process again that you've already been through. Right? So there is a real struggle for love, but it's because you are authentic. It's because you are genuine. Okay? It's because you are true. People don't have these qualities now. It's a rarity. Okay? Truthfulness, transparency, honesty, openness. A lot of people have agendas. These relationships are not going to work. It's going to be a struggle. Okay? Someone like yourself, authentic and true, coming up against someone who's a deviant, it's going to be a struggle to have a relationship, a sustainable relationship. It's going to be a struggle. So the struggle is nothing to do with you. Okay? It's nothing to do with you. Obviously, there's all things that everyone can improve about themselves, and you're a work in progress and you're constantly evolving and developing. But you can't expect to get anything from these relationships where the people are deviants, the people are phony. Like, that's the struggle. The struggle is out there with these other people that you're encountering, and it's rampant. There's so many of them. Okay? So you don't really need to be too phased about it. You don't need to be too phased about it at all. A lot of this is the other people that you're encountering. Remember, like, you being an authentic, genuine person, you're able to admit your mistakes. You're able to admit, you're able to learn from your mistakes. You're able to do these things. They don't do that. They fall into error after error after error after error. They just go off the path. Okay? They're not able to walk the path that you walk. It's very difficult for them. It's very, very difficult for them. So I just want you to understand there's nothing wrong with you. I don't want any of you to start feeling like you're unlovable or you can't have anyone or anything like that. Like, you can find something real. It's just gonna take a bit more work in your selecting process. You've got to have a meticulous vetting process. When, like, these parasites that encounter you in your life, these narcissists that are involved in your life or will be involved in your life in the future, they do give off indicators that they're like red flags, whatever you want to call them. They do give off a vibe that they're phony. You'll get the intuition, you'll get the gut feelings, you'll get these feelings, and you just have to go with them. If this means meeting several people, having a coffee, and then just going your own way, that's why I'm saying don't get too involved. Okay? You meet up, you have a coffee, you figure something out about someone, just get out quietly, get away from them. You know that person's not for you. Alright? This is why I always discuss going on a solitary journey for a while. Not trying to find an immediate replacement, because a lot of the times, from people who I've spoken to in sessions and things like that, and in the comment section, so many of you not rush, but you move pretty quickly into a new relationship with someone, and it turns out to be a narcissist. This is what happens. It turns out to be a narcissist, another narcissist. And I just don't want that to happen for you. So realize that the struggle with the love is coming from a place of this world, of the corruption of this world, of the deviants, of the liars, of the phonies. That's why marriages are not working. That's why relationships are not working. That's why people, like, this is what's happening. Okay? The divorce rate's at an all-time high. But it's not impossible for you to find something authentic, genuine, and true. Alright? But don't have sorry, don't have the thought process about finding the magical other. Okay, lose that thought process about finding the magical other, the perfect person. Lose that. Go by what's presented to you. Alright? You find someone, you figure them out. You see what I mean? That's how you gotta take the process. Don't just think that the next person you meet is gonna be wonderful and they're gonna be great and they're gonna be perfect. Okay? Because a lot of these narcissists try to give off a charm that they are perfect and they are great and they are wonderful at the beginning. So you got to be very discerning to spot their just to spot their toxicity. Another thing, I can understand that you want to talk about your past. I just touched on this earlier, I think, in the video. But I understand that you might want to touch on your past and things like that. But I strongly advise you not to touch on your past with someone new. Like I said, they could turn out to be a narcissist and use that against you. And also, if you notice this potential narcissist or someone new in your life talking about their past, really realize that person's not healed yet. They're not healed. They're broken. Okay? And I'm not saying they're a narcissist because they're talking about their past, but I'm saying that they're not healed and they are broken. And it's really an unnecessary route to go down. Okay? I know it might feel comfortable and it might feel nice venting and stuff like that, but honestly, it's counterproductive. Okay? You don't need to tell them not to talk about it, but you can pick up on a vibe or you can listen to what they have to say, but it doesn't mean you have to return the conversation by talking about your past. Okay? That's what I'm saying. If they start talking about their past, okay, but you don't have to return with talking about your past and things like that, because that's personal to you. That's an abuse experience that you went through as a narcissist. It's very personal to you. Not a lot of people understand it. It's very complex. So really, only a genuine, authentic soul out there is going to really understand and embrace what you have to say. And even them, they might struggle to understand because they may not have necessarily been through it. Okay? But just understand the struggle for love with chosen ones is something that I think that God or the universe wants the chosen ones and the empaths and the genuine souls to choose a solitary route for a while, to go through a period of isolation, to go through healing, not to rush. And then eventually, if you do cross paths with someone who's genuine, obviously you can see where that goes. But just what you need to take from this whole experience is you're becoming more discerning. You have the ability to judge well. And that's what's got to be at the forefront of your mind. You've got to collectively, as a group of empaths, chosen ones, and genuine souls, got to become more discerning and being able to spot these parasites, because they're slipping by. They're coming under the radar. They're changing. They're evolving as well. You're evolving, but they're evolving. Okay, they're changing their game plans. They're changing their strategies. They're doing all sorts of things. But they do give off indications, and you've got to go with your intuition or gut feeling and your vibe that you pick up. Okay, that's got to be, your whole heart's got to be behind it. You pick up a vibe, intuition, gut feeling, go with it. Okay, about this person. Don't ignore it. Don't ignore it. So, this is why chosen ones, empaths, and genuine souls struggle with love, because there's a lot of frauds out there, a lot of inauthentic people, a lot of fakes, a lot of phonies, and those relationships just don't work. When they're around you as a chosen one, empath and genuine soul, they feel inferior. They get complexes, inferiority complexes about your authenticity and your aura and your energy. As much as they get potent supply, it's a bittersweet that I've been discussing. It's hard for them to tolerate. Okay, they get the sweetness of the potent supply, but it's a bitter edge to it that makes them feel inferior, that makes them have complexes and stuff like that. So just think about what I've said. If you would like to book a one-to-one session, the link for that is in the description box below. If you'd like to check out the spiritual channel, the link for that channel is also in the description box below. And if you'd like to donate or support to the channel, that is also in the description box below. So I'll be back with another video soon. Peace.